Have you ever wondered what happens if you put salt in your shoes? This ancient Buddhist practice might surprise you. Rooted in the wisdom of Buddhism and Oriental medicine, using salt in your daily life isn't just about cooking or cleaning. It has deep monetary, spiritual, and health benefits. Stay with us until the end to discover 5 powerful reasons why you should try this unique tradition. Before moving forward, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel Inspiring Arc in order to continue our discussions on Buddhism teachings and life wisdom. Let's begin with a deep Zen story. In the heart of a valley surrounded by the mystical aura of the Japanese mountains stood an ancient Buddhist monastery, guardian of age-old wisdom and a place of refuge for those seeking inner peace. Here, time seemed to have stopped. The elderly and venerated monk, Makoto, whose wisdom and profound understanding of the ways of Buddhism and Oriental medicine shone like the light of a candle in the night, lived in this place. One morning, as the golden rays of the sun filtered through the branches of the trees, Makoto gathered his disciples in the monastery cloister for one of their usual lessons. With a serene expression, he invited them to sit in a circle around him and began to speak in a warm and reassuring voice. "Every step we take on the path of life is a sacred journey," the monk began. "A path that leads us to knowledge of ourselves and the universe that surrounds us. Just as when we face a long and tiring journey, it is necessary to prepare adequately, so too in our earthly existence we must be ready to face the challenges that await us." The disciples listened, enraptured by their master's words. When Makoto mentioned the ancient custom of putting salt in shoes, their minds opened to the wonder of a tradition as ancient as it was mysterious. "This practice," Makoto continued, "has roots that go back to the remotest past when our ancestors walked through wild and impervious lands. In those distant times, salt was not just a condiment to enrich foods, but a precious commodity, a symbol of purity and protection." The senior monk took a moment's pause, letting the words settle like delicate sand in the minds of his disciples, and then continued, "I will now explain to you the 5 main reasons why the practice of putting salt in your shoes is so significant and important for our spiritual path and for our health in general." "First," Makoto said, "salt has the power to absorb moisture, just as the Buddha absorbed the suffering of the world. When we put salt in our shoes, it helps us keep our steps light and agile. In Buddhist practice, humidity is often associated with the heaviness of worries and suffering that we carry with us along the path of life. Just as the weight of water filling our shoes in the rain slows and weighs down our pace, so the worries and tensions of the mind can hinder our progress towards inner peace and enlightenment. Putting salt in your shoes symbolizes the desire to free yourself from this burden, to let go of worries, and to maintain a lightness of spirit despite the challenges encountered along the way. Salt acts as an absorbent of these worries, allowing our steps to remain light and agile as we proceed in our search for inner peace and wisdom." To enhance the meaning of this aspect, Makoto told them the story of an old fisherman who, during a storm, had saved his boat from breaking thanks to a bag of salt that he had thrown on the deck to absorb the water. "The second reason to put salt in your shoes," Makoto continued, "is that salt has purifying properties. By assimilating impurities, salt purifies our path, freeing it from harmful influences and spiritual obstacles. Putting salt in our shoes, therefore, is a way to protect our mind and spirit from the deceptions and temptations of the outside world." To better explain this idea, the monk shared with his disciples the story of a traveler who, during his journey, had encountered a river infested with evil spirits. Thanks to the salt in his shoes, he was able to cross the river unscathed, protecting his mind and spirit from negative influences. "The third reason," Makoto continued, "is that salt helps us maintain balance. Just as the mountains that surround us are symbols of stability and strength, putting salt in our shoes also helps us to root ourselves in the earth and to remain steadfast in the face of the storms of life." "The mountains surrounding the monastery represent the image of stability and strength," said the monk. "Just as these towering rock formations remain steadfast even in the face of the most violent storms, So we too must learn to maintain our inner stability as we face life's challenges. Putting salt in your shoes symbolizes this balance. The salt, in fact, acts as an anchor for our steps, stabilizing them and preventing unwanted falls along our path. When we walk with salted shoes, we feel more solid and rooted to the ground, as if we have a deep connection with the earth itself. This balance not only affects the body, but also the mind and spirit. Therefore, following this practice is an invitation to find the right balance between the different dimensions of our existence, between work and rest, between action and contemplation, between joy and sadness, between good and evil. When we manage to maintain this balance, we can face life's challenges with serenity and determination, without being shocked by the ups and downs we encounter along the spiritual path. To make the concept clearer, Makoto told them the story of a young monk who, during a meditation on the banks of a stormy mountain stream, had found perfect balance thanks to the salt he brought with him. As the disciples became more and more involved with the stories of their spiritual guide, Makoto continued with the fourth reason. Salt also has healing properties, he said. In Oriental medicine, in fact, salt is considered a natural remedy to relieve pain and tension. Putting salt in your shoes can soothe not only the physical discomforts but also the mental ones that we encounter along our spiritual path. To demonstrate this idea, the monk shared with his disciples the story of a farmer who, suffering from an open wound on his foot, had found relief by immersing his foot in a saline solution. Continuing with the fifth reason, Makoto talked about how putting salt in your shoes was a gesture of gratitude. Salt is a precious gift from the earth, and using it mindfully reminds us to be grateful for all that life offers us, both the joys and the challenges, said the master. The disciples listened to Makoto's words with deep reverence, grasping the wisdom behind that seemingly simple gesture. But the monk wasn't finished yet. Looking his disciples straight in the eyes, he added, "My dears, there is a reason linked to this practice that I wanted to leave until last due to its importance. Putting salt in your shoes is a rite of passage that connects us to past generations and all the people who have walked this earth before us. Every grain of salt represents their stories, their challenges, and their victories. When we put it in our shoes, we join an eternal bond of wisdom and resilience that crosses time and space, transmitting their spirit and strength in our footsteps." Faced with this revelation, the disciples were speechless, contemplating the depth of this apparently simple gesture. They understood that for Makoto, salt in shoes was not just an ancient practice or a symbol of protection and purification, but a connection to humanity itself and all the lives that have passed before them. By putting salt in your shoes, you engage in a practice that encompasses profound wisdom and practical benefits. Whether it's absorbing moisture, purifying your path, maintaining balance, healing discomforts, or expressing gratitude, this simple yet powerful act connects you to a rich tapestry of spiritual and historical significance. Through this journey, you embrace not only a tradition, but a way of life that fosters inner peace, resilience, and a deeper connection to the world around you. 1. Absorbing moisture and lightening your load. Salt's ability to absorb moisture symbolizes the Buddhist concept of alleviating suffering. Just as salt absorbs water, it metaphorically absorbs the worries and burdens that weigh us down. By putting salt in your shoes, you invite a sense of lightness and agility into your steps, making your path through life less encumbered by the mental and emotional weight of daily challenges. 2. Attracting positive energy and wealth. Salt has long been considered a powerful agent in various spiritual traditions for attracting positive energy and repelling negativity. In the context of wealth and prosperity, placing salt in your shoes can be seen as a symbolic act to invite abundance and financial well-being into your life. 3. Purifying your path. Salt is renowned for its purifying properties. In your shoes, it acts as a barrier against negative influences and spiritual impurities. This practice helps to cleanse your mind and spirit, providing a protective shield against the deceptions and temptations of the outside world. By keeping your steps pure, you maintain a clearer, more focused direction on your spiritual journey. 4. Maintaining balance and stability. Life is full of ups and downs, and maintaining balance is crucial for navigating its challenges. Salt in your shoes serves as a grounding force, stabilizing your steps and helping you stay rooted in the face of life's storms. This balance is not just physical, but also mental and spiritual, allowing you to approach life's trials with calm and resilience, much like the unwavering mountains surrounding Makoto's monastery. 5. Healing properties for body and mind. In Oriental medicine, salt is a natural remedy for pain and tension. Putting salt in your shoes can provide relief from physical discomforts and also soothe mental stress. This practice offers a holistic approach to well-being, addressing both the body and the mind, and fostering a state of harmony and health that supports your overall spiritual growth. 6. Cultivating gratitude. Using salt mindfully in your shoes is a gesture of gratitude for the earth's gifts. This practice reminds you to be thankful for all aspects of life, both positive and challenging. Gratitude is a powerful spiritual tool that enriches your journey, helping you appreciate the present moment and all that it encompasses. 7. Connecting to a timeless tradition. Finally, putting salt in your shoes connects you to past generations and the collective wisdom of humanity. Each grain of salt represents the stories, struggles, and triumphs of those who walked this earth before you. By embracing this practice, you become part of an eternal bond of resilience and strength that transcends time and space, enriching your life with a sense of continuity and belonging. By incorporating the practice of putting salt in your shoes into your daily life, you tap into a rich tradition that offers both spiritual enlightenment and practical benefits. This simple yet profound gesture can transform your steps, making your journey through life lighter, purer, more balanced, and deeply connected to the wisdom of the ages. Conclusion: the profound benefits of putting salt in your shoes. As we journey through life, every step we take is an opportunity to deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. The ancient Buddhist practice of putting salt in your shoes offers a simple yet profoundly meaningful way to enhance this journey. By embracing this tradition, you can unlock a wealth of spiritual, emotional, and physical benefits that resonate deeply with the timeless wisdom of Buddhism and Oriental medicine. As you move forward, remember the lessons from the ancient Buddhist monastery. Every step is sacred, and by preparing yourself with the wisdom of salt, you can walk with greater peace, health, and gratitude. Embrace this practice and discover how a small change can lead to significant improvements in your overall well-being and spiritual growth. Do let us know in the comments section below. Which practice have you tried with salt in your life? Does that ever help you in the long run? Thanks for watching our video. Until then, don't forget to subscribe our channel Inspiring Arc for more amazing videos. Stay healthy and prosperous, and have a great life ahead.